Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Deni Setiawan and BM 2441131 from the Faculty of Economic and Business, majoring in Management, Class 24A. In this video, I will be presenting material titled Business Presentation. The main goal of business presentation is to deliver information clearly, convincingly, and effectively to the audience. A good presentation can help influence decisions, introduce ideas, and build better relationships between the company and client or stakeholders. Additionally, the goals of business presentation also includes solving problem or resolving conflicts that may exist, as well as providing clearer picture of company's vision, mission, or new products. Main goals in business presentations. First is deliver information clearly. Business presentation must be able to communicate message in a way that is easy to understand and straight to the point. Build trust. Another goal is to build trust between the speakers and the audience, which is crucial in the context of long-term business relationships. Third is influence decisions. One of the main goals of business presentation is to influence the audience in making decisions, such as in investment, partnership, or purchases. Setting clear and specific goals. Before starting a business presentation, we need to set clear goals. Specific goals will help the audience know what they should focus on. For example, the goal of presentation could be to introduce a new product, provide a project update, or persuade the audience to make an important decisions. With clear goals, the speaker can stay on track and the audience will better understand the message being delivered. So, make sure the goals are aligned with what you want to achieve by the end of the presentation. Tailoring goals to the audience. It is important to tailor the presentation goals to the audience who will be listening. If the audience consists of investors, the presentation goal might focus more on potential profits and market prospect. On the other hand, if the audience is clients, the goal could be more oriented toward how the product or service will meet their needs. By understanding how the audience is, the presentation goal becomes more relevant, and the audience will feel that the information being delivered is important to them. Using goals to focus the message. Clear presentation goals help us focus the message so that it does not stray into unnecessary areas. Once the goal is defined, we can select relevant information and discard irrelevant details. For example, if the goal is to convince the audience about the benefit of an investment, all the data and argument presented should support that. This helps the audience quickly grasp the core of the presentation without feeling confused. Measuring our success of presentation goals. After the presentation is over, we need to measure whether the goal has been achieved. This can be done by observing whether the audience takes desired action, such as making a decision, asking further questions, or showing interest in the product. By measuring success, we can also identify areas that need improvement for the next presentation. Clear and measurable goals will make it easier for us to evaluate and improve. Structuring the presentation based on the goal. The structure of the presentation should be organized according to the goal that needs to be achieved. Start with engaging production to capture the audience attention, then move on to a clear and detailed presentation of the main information, and conclude with a summary or call to action that encourage the audience to take action. For example, if the goal is to persuade the audience to buy a product, the presentation should be begin with introduction to the problem, followed by a solution provided by the product and end with a call to action urging to audience to make a purchase. Staying focused on the goal. During the presentation, it is important to stay focused on the goal that has been set. Avoid discussing irrelevant topics, even if they seem interesting. Every piece of information shared should relate to the goal that you want to achieve so that the audience does not lose track. For example, if the goal is to explain a financial report, avoid lengthy discussion on topics unrelated to relevant number or data. Using visuals to support the goals. Visuals such as charts, diagram, or image can be very helpful in delivering the message more effectively. The right visual support the presentation's goals by making the information easier to understand and more engaging. For example, if the goal of the presentation is to demonstrate company growth, a year-over-year growth chart will be more convincing than simply explaining the numbers verbally. This visual helps the audience grasp the core of the message more quickly. Last is conclusion. The goals of business presentations should be clear, specific, and relevant to the audience. Defining your goals from the start will help us structure a focused message, organize the content effectively, and use the right visual to support the message. With the right goals, a business presentation will be more effective in influencing this audience, building relationship, and achieving the desired result. And well, that concludes my presentation. If there are any mistakes, I sincerely apologize and Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.